Hello everybody,
Hey.
I'm Chris and this is Leah.
Hi.
We are coming to you direct from Cano's HQ in London, and we are going to be talking to you today about the Cano Pixel Kit.
Yes, this amazing little thing.
This thing here. So some of you may have seen this is on our early Black Friday offer, and from yesterday, the 19th of November through to the 26th of November, you can get some great discounts on this. So if you're in the UK, there's £30 off, bringing the price down to $49.99. If you're in the US, there's $30 off, bringing the price down to $49.99 US dollars. If you're in Canada, there's $30 Canadian dollars off, bringing the price down to $69.99 Canadian. And if you are in the EU, there is €30 off, bringing the price down to €59.99. You can get hold of that by heading to our website, cano.me. These deals may also be available through some of our partner retailers. So check them out. If you've been looking for a Pixel Kit for a while, now is a great time to buy. If you haven't seen a Pixel Kit before and aren't too sure what to do with it, like lots of people out there on social media that have been contacting us in the last 24 hours, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
We're going to go through this, right?
Yeah, so we're going to go step by step from the very beginning, starting with the lovely box itself, going through, opening it up, putting it together, and then doing a couple of the challenges and showing you what Pixel Kit can do.
Sounds pretty good. So there's a bit of a shock sometimes from terrified parents who are worried they're not going to be able to help their kids put these kits together. Both Leah and I have managed to build this kit.
Yeah.
And we did okay, right?
Yeah.
We didn't need supervision.
No, I made it through.
Good, but we want to show everybody that it's really straightforward to build a Cano kit. The Pixel Kit is one of our simpler ones. There's not a whole lot of parts involved. It also comes with this handy set of instructions that's going to take you through in storybook style, showing you exactly what to do. So should we give it a go?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, I'm going to let you steer.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Brave.
Here's the lovely box. Right, let's open it up. So inside we've got the instructions.
Yeah.
And my favourite part personally, also inside of here, is
Oh yeah.
the stickers.
They're a pretty big
my
part.
gosh. I love stickers.
Yeah.
These are the best. So you can personalise your Pixel Kit however you want it.
Something I didn't realise,
Cool.
but I now do, is that each of the Cano kits comes with a different set of stickers,
Yeah.
and they're specific to that kit. So
Yeah.
these ones are slightly pixelated because
Yeah.
it's the Pixel Kit.
Got some cool pixel styles.
Very, very
And
cool.
you can use them as inspiration. You can
Yeah.
recreate them on your Pixel Kit. which is
Rainbows
quite
and
nice.
hamburgers and cherries and all sorts of things.
Yes, especially the rainbows. Okay, so
We now have two sets of instructions because
Yeah.
we like to be extra prepared.
yeah, we've got to make sure we're doing this right.
Yeah, absolutely. So underneath this piece of foam are lots of lovely parts. Can everyone see those? Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. We're getting the nod. This is good. This is good. So what have we got in the... Maybe we should follow the instructions
Yeah, let's
and make
actually
sure
follow
we
through the
do it
instructions.
properly. So in this box of wonder, the first thing
Yeah.
is the pixel board.
The most important part.
So this is a grid of 128 RGB LEDs.
Yeah.
Arranged in 16 by 8, so 16 across the top and 8 down the side, and those can light up in all sorts of wonderful colours.
Yeah.
So that is the big important bit.
All the colours of the rainbow.
All of and more.
More.
And more colours than the rainbow.
Wow.
The next
Statement.
the next thing is the battery.
Yeah.
So
You can bring it anywhere.
yeah, so this makes it nice and portable. You can make it. You can charge it up, and you can take it away from your computer and use it.
Yeah.
Then we have various knobs and dials, buttons and joysticks.
Buttons to put
So
in.
brightly coloured plastics. They all clip into place, which we'll show you in a few minutes. We have got the stickers that you've seen. There is a lanyard,
There is.
so you can attach the Pixel Kit to your wrist, so that you don't drop it. Very well modelled there.
Oh,
Very
thank
well
you,
modelled.
thank you.
There is the plastic housing. So this is two parts
Yep.
of clear plastic that clip together and protect everything inside. There's also a filter, which sort of
Yes.
diffuses things,
I believe I put
which was
that on
in
the
with the stickers
side.
somewhere.
Somewhere.
It's escaped. We will find that. And this is a slightly frosted transparent piece of plastic which just tones down the brightness of the LEDs. So if you're using the Pixel Kit and you find the LEDs a bit too bright, you can pop this in and it just brings the light level down a little bit. And last but not least is a USB cable, which you use to connect the Pixel Kit to your computer.
Yeah, the all-important.
Very important. So, should we try putting this thing together?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to start by picking up the board. Wonderful.
Board picked up.
On the back of the board is the main processing chip, the brain. This little guy here, and the Pixel Kit uses that to run, basically, right? It's where the firmware lives. It's where the software lives. It's where any programs that you've made run from and control the pixels and do things. What else have we got in here? So we are going to start by putting some buttons on.
Love it.
So just so you can see, this is how it goes through step by step. So each of the steps that we're going to do, you follow along. This is really, really nice and simple. As I said at the beginning, if you're a parent and you're worried that you're going to be fully supervising your kids whilst they're building this, no need to worry. If they're 6+, they should be super happy doing this on their own. And if you do need to help them at all, don't worry either, you're not going to get confused. It's really, really straightforward. As I said, we both managed to build this. So, you know, you're going to be fine. So you start off with the two
buttons.
red buttons, and then the joystick button. So this is a little...
this is a tiny joystick down here.
And that one's
really great for playing games.
It's really cool for playing games. That's got a bit of texture on it as well, so when you've got your thumb on there, it doesn't slide off. You've got to make sure that's clipped on nice and firmly. You don't want to lose these buttons. If they do come off, they clip back in place. And if you have an unfortunate incident, as sometimes people do, and they contact us and say, oh, I've lost a button, don't worry, you can get in contact with our care team and we will help you out. There is a 1-year warranty on this product and we offer lifetime care and support. So we want to help you to get as much out of your Pixel Kit as you possibly can. So if you're having problems, get in touch and we will look after you. The final dial to go on is the great big mode dial. So this guy goes right at the top of the kit, and the peg it goes onto is D-shaped, so it clips in a specific way. So if you're struggling a little bit, just make sure you got that nicely lined up. So we've got the board built, we've got the buttons. Should we give it some power?
It does need a little bit of power.
It needs some power. So
let's make sure I get this the right way around.
Again, you can. There's instructions for the right way round to connect your battery. So if you've got one that's a Pixel Kit that's not working, you may have accidentally popped the battery in the wrong way round.
Is that?
That is the right way round.
That's definitely the right way around. Oh, is it?
This is going incredibly well.
This is going super well.
Do you need a hand to do some brute force? Okay. So there's quite a firm push on this. So you can see there's some little plastic tags here, and you've got to get the battery underneath those. So to stop the battery sliding about and falling out when you have this out and you're playing with it, you have to, for the first time, get it in, put it under the things, and then clip it firmly in place.
Like an expert.
It makes a nice loud noise.
Yeah.
So now we have got the main Pixel Kit board, we've got the buttons, the joysticks, the dial, we've got the battery attached. Should we put a case on it to protect it?
Definitely.
Okay, so we're going to start with the front case. So the front case has got holes in it for the buttons. So you've got one on the left hand side for the joystick and two on the right for the little red buttons. So if you're struggling with the casing, you may have it the wrong way round, but fear not, you can't go too far wrong. It will only fit one way.
It will.
And there's no need to force any of these parts. They should clip together nice and easily. Brilliant. So that's in there nice and firmly, and now we're going to add the back plastic on there. So that clips together like this.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah. I might need to put this down. Oh, no.
A little bit of force just to clip it in place.
It does clip into place. Make sure.
Do you need some...
The buttons are quite aligned. You have to make sure that...
You've got to make sure everything's lined up.
Buttons are like...
So the buttons have got to go through the front of the case so the back of the case can fit on.
There we go, perfect.
And there we go.
The buttons went quite through.
This is a completed Pixel Kit.
Ta-da!
So hopefully there's some power in this. I charged it up earlier, I think.
Yeah, okay.
I think I was organised enough. So let's see what happens.
Button.
Is everybody ready for this?
Let's It's so beautiful.
That's really coul.
I love this start-up animation.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
It makes me very happy.
It does.
The bright colours on the screen.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a cold, dreary day here in London,
Very
so
much.
a little bit of LED brightness in the office
Yeah.
does perk things up. So now we've built this, what can we do with it?
Well, we've got some preset modes,
Mm-hmm.
which are great fun, even if you're, yeah.
Grown-ups like us. Theoretical
exactly.
grown-ups.
Yeah,
Theoretical
totally
grown-ups.
grown-up. Yeah.
So the dial on the top has got some different settings on it,
Yeah.
and there's some little icons on the top of there. So the first one is the light mode,
Yeah.
which we're going to talk about now quickly. We're going to go through how you get into the things that are built into the Pixel Kit. So a little bit later on, we're going to talk about things you can load on and creating your own creations and working through the challenges on Cano World. But let's start with what it does straight out of the box.
Yeah.
So you have got 3 light shows on here,
Yeah.
and you can move through them using the joystick. Do you want to have a little bit of a go at that?
Yeah, so we've got these 3 different light shows, and
So-
you can pick them by pressing the right button.
Give it a little click.
Whoa! So this is like a Perlin noise bit of code going
Yeah.
on, and you can, I believe, change it using the joystick.
I think you might be able to. Give it a little go.
Um,
Does that do exciting things?
I think it says
It does say.
in our storybook that you can move it and adjust.
So that's adjusting the Perlin noise is an algorithm, and that's
Yeah.
adjusting the level of the noise. And I think if you press the A button on the far right, you can morph the colours and make things change. So this is a pretty fun thing to mess around with if you just like
Great.
bright, flashy colours, which I think we're both
Yeah, I'm a
are
big
quite
fan
fond
that.
of. So to go back, I think you press the B button.
Yeah.
Okay.
That.
And then to get to the next animation, you just slide left on the joystick.
Yeah.
This one is a sound visualizer, which is one of my favourites.
Yeah,
So
I love putting this on with
This
some
is really
music.
good. So there is a little microphone built into the Pixel Kit. So when you make noises and clap, it changes the pattern. But we're making a bit too much weird
Yeah,
noise.
we are making a lot of noise.
Yeah. We're just too noisy, aren't
That's
we?
a bit better. You can also change the colours on this one to adjust to whatever you like. I love a good pink.
That's really cool.
So you can have it matching.
So you can have this, like, you can have your music going on,
Yeah.
have your own light show in the background.
Yeah.
You just need to make sure you're not doing what we're doing and having it really close to our voices,
Yeah.
because then it just fills with colour and you don't get to appreciate the full sort of sine wave
Yeah.
that's going on. You can adjust the speed as well with the joystick by going up and down. You can control the flow
didn't
by
know
going
that.
left and right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we are just too loud, so we just fill it up. And last but not least is particle flow.
Yeah.
And
This is good fun.
this is good fun. So this is like trails of coloured particles moving along the screen,
Yeah.
and you can use the joystick to adjust where they go and what they do and how quickly they move. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Very nice. Very soothing.
It is very soothing.
Yeah.
From there, we kind of get into the retro gamer part of the Pixel Kit,
Yes.
which is the second preset setting
Yeah.
on the dial. This is the one that looks like a little games console.
Yeah.
So in the manual is this little tiny thing here. This is going to give us some fun games to play.
Yeah.
I lost about an hour this morning playing the first one. It took me back to my very
I've done that.
very early mobile phone usage, and it's Super Snake,
best.
which is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, video game ever made.
Yeah, I would happily.
I'm making a
maybe
bold statement
almost,
there. Bold statement.
But I have lost many hours to it, so I can't really disagree.
Yeah. It's very distracting. If you've bought a Pixel Kit for somebody and they've built it and it's gone very, very quiet, there
Yeah.
is a good chance that they are playing Super Snake
Yeah.
somewhere, and you'll only hear from them again when the battery runs out.
Yeah.
So, for anyone who is not familiar with this legendary game, you manoeuvre your snake around the screen collecting, I guess, apples?
I think it is meant
Originally?
to be apples.
Collecting LEDs and
Yeah.
growing the snake. And the whole aim of the game is to grow the snake as long as you possibly can, still be able to move it around the screen without crossing over its own tail, because then
Or
the game
hit a
ends.
wall.
Or hit a wall. Don't hit a wall. So that's the first game that's built in. And
And
Oh, go on.
you do get a score. So you get to
That's
find
pretty
out
cool.
how well you've done.
That's pretty cool. The second game is Rainbow Runner, which is a space adventure game. And this one, you switch lanes and try and avoid meteors. So again, we're back in the 8-bit retro arcade world of chasing along with our brightly coloured pixels, trying to avoid meteors.
Yeah.
You're
I
doing
love
well.
the animation on this one.
It's super cool.
Oh.
See, we need to both not get mesmerised.
Yeah,
We're just going to go very quiet.
Okay. We'll just crash into that
we've
meteor.
got 0. And the final game that's built in is Breakout.
Yeah.
So you are bouncing a ball with a paddle to smash a wall down.
Yeah, another good mobile phone game that I used to spend many hours playing on.
So these are like the things you would have seen in the retro arcade. Quite a lot of us would have seen them on early mobile phones.
Yeah.
These are lots of fun to play with. And you can build stuff like this in Kano code and play with it on the Pixel Kit yourself.
Yeah, make your own games.
Yeah. So these are the three built-in animations and the 3 built-in games. We're going to now take a look at the way that you can code with this kit. So, in sort of a handy TV presenter style, here is another one that we made earlier, which is connected to my Kano World account. So Kano World is the place where all of the challenges for the Kano kits live, and also where people that use Kano code can have their profile, save their projects, and share them with other people. And you can go in and look at other people's projects and remix them to see what their code does. So I think you can maybe see our screen now. You can see what's going on. So we're going to go into the Pixel Kit here and take a look at it. The adding creations to the Pixel Kit, you need to be connected to the computer that you're working with. So it can be a Mac, it can be a PC, it can be a Kano computer kit running Kano OS. You need to be connected by the USB cable. You can also be connected by Wi-Fi to the device. You need to be on the same network. We are in a room that does not have any Wi-Fi connectivity, so we can't show you that today, unfortunately. But you can unplug the cable and have things running on your computer in the Kano app and streaming to the Pixel Kit. You have also got 3 animation slots. So if you've made an animation, you can load it onto your Pixel Kit, you can disconnect it and walk away with it once it's saved on there. So the extra numbers that are on top of the dial, 1 to 3, those are for your 3 animations. So should we try doing some coding and making something?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm going to let you steer here.
Yeah.
This is your area of expertise.
Is this my domain?
I'm the talky one. You're the cody one. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start with our first challenges, which is flashing and draw the light. How we get familiar with how the Pixel Kit works and how the Kano coding environment works as well.
Yeah. So everything has got step-by-step instructions.
Yeah.
So as you're going through the challenges that are built into Kano World, you'll be guided on what to do. We're not going to leave you on your own to start with, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, later on, when you're ready, you can start.
Yeah, you can do crazy things.
But we'll show you the ropes first.
Nice.
Yeah. So at the top here, we've got our banner that explains what to do on each step. So we're going to find out how to bring our Pixel Kit to life with code. So we've got to turn on all of the lights first. And on the left of the screen, we've got our trays, which hold our coding blocks, which we can use to program our kit. So, as you can see on here, we can see what this block does, and it's telling me to drag it over to the coding space. Sorry.
It's my overly intrusive dictionary. There we go.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, sometimes if you've skipped ahead a step, or if you've grabbed more blocks than you need, they'll appear on the screen. You can get rid of anything you don't need by dragging and dropping it down to the trash can at the bottom of the screen.
I don't know.
Shall I steer? You tell me what to do and I'll steer.
I'm not very
So
used to your
we're going to connect this block in here.
Yeah.
What have we done? I think collectively we may have broken this.
There we go.
Okay, we're going to just step back. This sometimes happens when you're trying to do a live demo of something.
Yeah.
It goes a little bit wrong. Yeah, I say sometimes, it's every single time.
I mean, it's the programmer's curse.
Yeah. So we'll start again. So Hello everybody, we're back again.
Yay.
Apologies for that, we had a couple of problems with our live stream. So, we're 2 steps into the Pixel Kit demo. So we've connected the second block, which turns 1 pixel on at the coordinates of 1x, 1y.
Yeah.
So it's the top left-hand corner.
Right here.
And you can move that around, so you could make the Pixel Kit appear at 5 by 8. Oh, so
Not 18.
Not 18. So that drops it down to the bottom. So anywhere within that grid, which is 8 pixels down, 16 pixels across, you can turn one of these lights on. So that's pretty cool.
So if you change that on to 16.
There's me going rogue and not following the instructions.
Follow the instructions.
So that's gone to the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah.
That's 16, and we'll try changing the other one. So 16 by 5, and then back to 16 by 8, following along with the instructions.
Yeah.
If you get stuck at any point and you find that you're not able to proceed, it's possibly because you're not following the instructions.
Yeah.
Which I struggle with a little bit because I want to go rogue and have fun and do things.
Sometimes you get a bit excited and you're like, oh, I can see where to go next with this.
Yeah, you need, while you're doing the challenges, you need to follow along the order, or it won't let you proceed.
Yeah.
So, wow, we've completed a level.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting. I've leveled up. Pretty happy about that.
Yeah, level 6.
Pretty happy.
Nice.
Let's have a look at the next challenge and see what we can do.
Oh, we're going to make animations on this one.
Oh, this is really cool.
Yeah. So now we're going to be learning a very important coding concept of using loops in code. So as it explains here, it's a code block that runs over and over. So you're learning some really important stuff here that you use like all the time as a programmer. So let's hope that I can...
Shall I steer? You talk and I'll steer.
I'm
okay.
really bad with this.
It's just
mouse pad.
Yeah, sorry. So what does a loop do? Does it tells the computer or the Pixel Kit to keep doing something?
Yeah, so what happens with code is you run from the top, and once you get to the bottom you stop. What this bit of code does, instead of when it gets to the bottom stopping, it goes back up to the top again, as long as you want it to go.
Cool. So the first instruction we have that was on screen is when the app starts. The
Yeah.
one we've just added is every 1 second do something.
Yeah.
It's now pointing us to the light board tray. So we're going to turn the lights. I can't control my computer now. This is going so well. So we're going to grab this. Goodness me. Grab this block here, put it in there. Oh. Sorry, we're just going to start again quickly. It's okay. We're experiencing some more technical difficulties. Let's just go back and we'll start this again. Sorry everybody, this is us, not the Pixel Kit.
I swear.
Yeah, this is definitely us. So, we are going to run animations on the Pixel Kit.
Yeah.
This is going to be exciting. It involves loops. So we'll go through to the first step, grab something from the control tray, which is the every 1 second do loop, drag that in, and then in the light board tray, we're going to turn the lights on. So we want to turn a single light on. So we're going back to something we used in the last challenge.
Yeah, making sure we've understood what's just happened.
And now we are going to need a random block.
My favourite.
So this is quite fun. This adds maths and randomness to what's going on, right?
Yeah, so in the math tray we've got, this is one of my favourite blocks, it's the random number block. So if you drag that out there.
Okay. So this is going to...
So at the moment we can see that it's already working from 0 to 10, but I think on the next step we might have to change that number.
Okay. Let's have a little look.
Yeah, because it's 16 pixels wide. So at the moment it's lit up from 0 to 10.
Okay.
So we need to change that to 16.
So change the 10 to 16. So this is giving us like the whole range from beginning to end across the top.
Exactly.
Okay, and we can make the loop faster.
Yeah.
So we're going to change from seconds to frames. And I think I see where this is going.
Yeah.
So we need another random block.
Don't get too excited and skip ahead.
I got a little bit excited there.
Yeah.
And so we're changing this to 8. So we've got the full grid now, right?
Yeah, that's all of it.
Very cool.
That's very nice.
So this is just using the white LEDs, but these are RGB LEDs, so they can be any colour pretty much.
Yeah. Now we're going to change the colours. And there's very conveniently a random colour block.
I'm having real trouble with my mouse as well. This is okay. So it's got a bit kind of disco vibe.
I was going to say it's very disco.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've got an animation that's flashing all of the LEDs on the Pixel Kit on and off at random in different colours at different times.
Yeah.
And it's refreshing once every frame.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. More points.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So
that's a good amount of points.
that is a good amount of points. So as you progress through all of the Cano kits doing Cano code, you earn points that go on your profile, and you level up, and you get medals, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
We can go on to the next challenge, but I think we should have a look at something else that you can do as a more advanced user, should we say, on the Pixel Kit.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is exciting.
Yeah. So a couple of days ago we shared a post on the blog, which is blog.cano.me, about what you can do if you've got lots of pixels and you're an artist and you want to create art with pixels. There is a very cool series of wallpapers by a friend of ours called Retronator, who has made representations of the Pixel Kit in pixel art. And when you look at them for the first time, they look like photos.
Yeah.
They're not. It's all individual pixels when you zoom in. And he also made for us some really cool things with the Pixel Kit. So this is my personal favourite thing that you can do with the Pixel Kit, and this is the International Space Station project. So on my screen or in person now, you can see there is a little dot flashing on and off on the Pixel Kit, and this is the current position of the International Space Station.
It moved.
Which is epically cool.
Yeah. Definitely.
Should we have a little bit of a look at the code?
Yeah.
So what's happened here is Retronator has built this on his profile. I have saved it to my own so I can remix it.
Yeah.
So what you can do with any creations on Cano World is you can take them, you can remix them, you can make them your own, you can change the colours, you can fiddle with what they do.
Yeah.
The good practice, a really nice thing to do is just thank anybody whose creation you take and remix and give them credit for having done it originally.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a good way to behave in the community and be a member of that Cano community. Yeah. So let's take a look at the code. So this is pulling it down from Cano World, and we are going to see some very different code to what we have been playing with previously.
Nice.
This is pulling in data from the current position of the International Space Station.
So the great thing about Cano code is that you can get all sorts of data and use it in your creations. So if you go into like the parts, you can get the current time, you can get sports news, you can get RSS feeds for like showing the news.
Mm-hmm.
You can get share updates, the weather outside, so you can like have a personal like weather animation going on depending on what the weather is, and like the ISS, and all sorts of really cool stuff.
So this is something that Retronator's built in his style, which is very like 8-bit pixel animation, and as long as your Pixel Kit is connected to your computer, this will run on its own. So your Pixel Kit's on your computer, the Cano application is open, the Pixel Kit will work as a display.
Yeah.
So this is one of my favourite things that you can do with
love
this.
this.
Yeah, but this is quite advanced as far as blocks in Cano code go, right? This is a few steps in. This is not where anybody's going to be starting. This is more where you can end up.
Once you're comfortable with all of the coding concepts, this is the kind of stuff that you could make.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah.
Let's skip back and have another little look at some other things that we've got in Cano code as well. So one of the projects that you will come to is creating a it's like a weather station or a weather app.
Yeah.
And it does something very, very similar. And this is pulling down
This is very accurate.
This is very accurate. So this is pulling down location-based weather information.
Yeah.
So in this, you have lots of blocks of code for rain, sun, snow, and clouds, and it loads those up into the application when you start.
Yeah.
It then hides them all, and then it pulls down local weather information. So at the moment it's saying London, we're getting lots of rain. If we change that to somewhere else like San Francisco maybe, we get clouds. Where else should we go?
Ooh.
Places I can spell would be good.
What's it like in Paris?
Let's have a look in Paris. I have a funny feeling it may be very
Do
similar.
you think it's going to be raining as well?
to where we are. It's
Yeah.
very, very similar to where we are here. So something else that you can do is go and grab other creations from other people on Kano World. We are going to have a little load up of a web browser and go to the web-based version of Kano World. So that is world.kano.me. And here you will be able to see not just the challenges that you've already done, but challenges in normal Kano code, so the things you can do without a pixel kit, like the street artist challenges. You can work through those online in a browser without needing a kit attached. But you can also have a look at creations that are out there on Kano World right now.
Yeah.
And you can sort those by the type of device that you're using. So you can pick pixel kit creations and see some cool stuff that's going on. So we had this in the office over
Yes.
Halloween. I think you were quite keen on this, Leah. This was a bit of a favourite.
This was my plan, yeah.
Yeah. So this is an animation built up of lots of different screens of pixels,
Yeah.
and then it runs through. And this is something that you can load onto the pixel kit in one of the memory slots, save it there, and unplug, and you can keep it with the pixel kit detached.
Yeah.
You may need that wrist strap if you're kind of out
Yeah.
boogieing and having a good time, just so you don't lose the pixel kit. But this is the sort of thing that you can do. So we've talked through what comes in the box. We've talked through lovely stickers. Lovely stickers. We've talked about some of the challenges that are built in, the creations that come already on the pixel kit, including the animations and the games. We've talked a bit about the creations that other people have made and how you can take those and remix them and kind of advanced steps. And we are almost done. Just wanted to wrap up by reminding you that there are Black Friday deals up until Monday the 26th of November. So to run through those again quickly, in the UK there are £30 off, bringing the price to £49.99. In the US there's $30 off, bringing the price to $49.99. In Canada, $30 Canadian off, bringing the price to $69.99 Canadian. And in the EU, €30 off, bringing the price to €59.99. All these prices are through our website, kano.me. If you have questions about anything you've seen today, stay on our Facebook page. You can ask us on our Facebook page. You can find us on Twitter as Team Kano. You can find us on Instagram as Team Kano. If you have already got a pixel kit and you're doing super cool things with it, we'd love you to share them with us. So please tweet, Facebook or Instagram us pictures. We just love to see them.
Great.
Been fun, huh?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks to everyone for tuning in today and joining us here for Facebook Live at Kano. And we'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.